kids. I trust you've been well. The miasma shrouding Lemnian Hollow still hasn't cleared.
Isn't the spreading miasma more worrying than the air quality itself?
A close attendant friend of mine once told me that, as a senior, it's more friendly to start with some pleasantries, but enough small talk. Miasma is a natural... That's nothing new to you two, Phaethon. But the miasma raging within Lemnian Hollow has far exceeded what natural sewage could produce.
It's all because of the Exaltists. They've been using miasma to research and create sacrifices. And now miasma is spreading rampantly within the Hollow.
That's right. From thwarting the Exaltists' plan to seize control of Wi-Fi Peninsula, to dismantling Porcelumex, everything you've done is surely dealt a mate.
But the Exaltist actions are still...
Which brings me to the reason I'm troubling you. Porcelumex's co-chief exec... I'll spare you all the... But investigations in a defense force unit.
The Defense Force wasn't involved with the issues in Wi-Fi Peninsula.
Wi-Fi Peninsula, Major General Lorenz is no easy guy. With Ferox's downfall, Lucro secured Lorenz's support by offering him a share of Wi-Fi Peninsula's interests. Having the backing of a Defense Force Major General would greatly benefit his dealings within TOPS.
Sounds like a power game between TOPS and the Defense Force. But where exactly is this
According to the action plan the Defense Force submitted to the city, eradicate the Exaltists sits at the top of their agenda. That's also their most legitimate reason for deploying to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Of course, I don't believe Lorenz is only there to dutifully protect the city, but with Porcelumex and the Defense Force already muddying the waters, a heavy-handed move by the municipal government could turn the conflict. I won't pretend I'm above it all, but I do believe that protecting the citizens' safety is more but for you.
Yes. Phaethon.
To be honest, I won't need all the but you're right. It's time for the protagonist to... I spotted the name Oval Squad on the Defense Force's unit roster. I've heard of their past exploits, and some of their members have had both professional and personal dealings with you. I believe they could be a trust. Their commanding officer this time is Miss Isolde, who worked with you during the investigation into the Exaltists and Force.
So, we'll be taking part in the
Exactly. But the title proxy won't fly in the Defense Force's operational report. You'll be introduced as special holotech advisors. And sorry, official organizations do love to make up long and difficult to remember titles. But
By the way, we came across a few scattered clues about our teacher in the last mission.
there's still no solid intel on Miss Carol Arna. But within the limits permitted by the Defense Force, I've already informed the Defense Force and Miss Isolde in advance. Well, I have official duties to attend to, and you...
City center out of nowhere. Without support from the Obsidian Division, they won't hold for long.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning system.
Doesn't matter. The track we're guarding this time is a key route for evacuating civilians and transporting aid. This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us. Still, they've got a point. Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad assembled.
Obsidian Division! Agamemnon Squad! Requesting map!
Fall back, Orpheus.
Fall back. No, we have to kill it. Whatever it takes. Get back!
I'm from Yunkoi Summit. We'll hold the line from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
Everyone, and the civilians. We cannot fall. So, is this revenge against everything? I've already lost everything.
Captain Nagus? Nagus, were you...
Intelligent constructs don't dream. It was just leftover cache fragments tucked away deep in my memory.
So, were you dreaming about the past again?
It's a good thing you gave up your studies at the meta school to enlist, or...
What can I say? My brain can be a bit slow at times. Anyway, Magus, you talk in your sleep all the time.
I don't sleep. It's a self-diagnostic mode. And I've told you before, use my proper title while on duty. And stop eavesdropping on...
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never listen to you sleep talking again. But given how you're always right behind me, it's kinda hard not to overhear.
It's not sleep talking. It's echoes of residual signals from the vocal module during self-diagnostic mode.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never eavesdrop on your, whatever that was during self-diagnostic mode again.
Still, it's strange. I actually overslept today. I mean, my self-diagnostic feels like some kind of battle.
Are intelligent constructs superstitious?
Well, I am just like you. An idiot who dropped out of school. Enough breakfast chit-chat. Time to get ready for this morning's operational briefing, Orphe.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Good morning, everyone. Today's briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltis stronghold. Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumex, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltis communications. However, we still need more details on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, the first shot of this battle will be fired by Obel.
Leave it to me.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations?
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habit.
Magus? Captain, you were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
After all this time, we finally get to fight side by side again, Isolde. But
Ma'am, I heard for this operation, a special envoy from the city government will be assisting.
Yeah, Trigger was just telling me we've got a super capable and trustworthy friend.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government per the agreed arrangements. Our guest.
The Exaltists have long plagued Wi-Fi Peninsula. Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Blitz Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel support for all units on the ground. Operation codename Blitz and Aegis. Oval Squad, gear up and get ready!
Oval Squad reporting in. We are at the target hollow.
Let's squad in position.
Basic Squad, report your position. Do you copy?
Captain Marcus. Reporting in.
We're en route with the chopper. ETA 20 minutes. Landing at Blitz Squad 3 o'clock.
Primary objective, rendezvous with the mayor's envoy.
Must be someone pretty important. Oval Squad handling the pickup. Strategy. Squad that!
They're very powerful, but also a very nice person.
Oh, so what sort of person are you exactly?
Things and chit chat for after the mission. Stay focused on the battle. The envoy and escort team are inside the building up ahead.
Is it my turn to fight? By the way, why are we meeting inside the hollow?
Captain Magus is all about action. She prefers getting to know our partners in live combat scenarios rather than listening to someone introduce them. At least, that's what Colonel Isolde said.
You're making me sound like I'm some unreasonable, clueless kid or something.
We've successfully rendezvoused with the target. Now, Captain Magus, this is the special hollow technology
Wait, didn't Isolde say there was only one target? How many...
Hey everyone, forget the titles. Why don't you all just call me Prox?
So this is the amazing Mr. Phaethon that Trigger and Soldier 11 were talking about. Turns out you're actually pretty down to earth.
I know who you are. You must...
Trigger was definitely talking about the...
Usually, only heroic characters are described as...
If the other side is a villain, then working with...
To be honest, I'm still a little uneasy about how... I'm an old-timer who plays by the rules. No dramatic backstory, no need for wild adventures like the younger ones. So I've rarely had dealings with anyone outside.
A hero working from the dark side, protecting the city in secret.
Sure, I've heard stories of your accomplishments. But don't... Everyone walking the city has their own purpose. Especially someone with a complex...
If what you call your principles are genuinely just, and your aim is to protect others, then I'd say we're on the same... Whether I'm a villain or a hero, let's keep our focus on the mission.
Regardless of your position, if you get things done, that's not bad in my book.
Next, I'll briefly outline the mission objectives and explain the role that Phaethon as an expert Hollow guide, or a proxy. At the same time, we'll provide cover for Phaethon as the
We've got plenty of trained scouts in the military. Can a proxy with
Captain Magus, according to the intel report and squad member accounts, the proxy has combat sharper, more precise, and more. I don't think we've ever seen anyone who's earned the approval of both Trigger and Soldier.
If no other squad members or Isolde have any, that wraps up the mission briefing.
There are more enemies than we expected.
Aegis Squad, report your status! Aegis Squad, come in!
Oh no! Still no response.
Electromagnetic interference is pretty common in Hollow. Interference patterns suggest this could be intentional jamming.
The enemy reinforcements just keep coming!
Circling right above the enemy, Captain.
Searching for the mission target. Aegis Squad has reached the LZ. Red Squad, do you copy? Comms seem to be jammed. Is Seed Senior's comm system still working?
No, the speaker's all buzzy with static.
Let's clear the nearby enemies first, then regroup with the captain ASAP. I wonder if the proxy, the envoy and the captain...
The area's all clear now! All those annoying pests? Good minute.
Come in, Blitz Squad.
Aegis Squad, come in!
Agents reporting in! Speaking loud and clear, Captain!
We just shut down the enemy's jamming equipment. Rating.
Are there any future transmission terminals inside the control room?
Unleashing artillery barrage.
Time to pin them down.
Roger! New objective! Shut down the ether transmission system!
Second target. Lock.
Remote support. In position.
The ether transmission system has been shut down.
Great. That cuts off the supply of miasma.
We eliminate the remaining enemies and head to the meeting point. Show what we've got, Eve. Blitz Squad has finished clearing out the remaining enemies.
Getting in!
Roger. Aegis Squad has successfully secured a data copy from the control room.
Those things look like coffins. They're kinda creepy.
What's a coffin?
It's a thing where people are laid to rest.
Laid to rest? Oh, you mean like see?
The unknown device. Now analyzing. Network communication structure detected.
These devices are interconnected, probably forming part of a larger equipment array. By cracking part of the data, we can locate the other devices.
Looks like Proxy's quite the skilled hacker.
You're amazing, Proxy!
You're not secretly hacking into my brain while I'm asleep, are you?
Hey, come on. I'm a professional. I have standards.
Communication structure analysis. 50% complete.
Those are ether reactors made by Porcelumex. To be honest, they look pretty ominous.
Porcelumex? That's the company working with the Exaltists, right?
Not everyone in the company is bad. Hopefully.
Even if they're not all bad, plenty still played a part in this.
That may be true. But most ordinary employees were probably acting under pressure or coercion, right?
And what about you? Were you forced or pressured into becoming a proxy?
This is the only route Blitz Squad can take.
The mission went without a hitch. Great work, everyone.
And thanks to the envoy for all his hard work.
Seed, you've met them before.
Oh, it's you, Proxy.
It's been a while. We met briefly during the
I remember. Oh, Seed Senior says he remembers. Shh. He's asleep right now, so he can't talk to you. But according to Seed Senior, you're someone who can be trusted. Someone worth trusting. Well, to be honest, it was Trigger and Soldier 11 who told...
Seed Senior.
He's not a mess. Seed Senior is an intelligent construct. Totally different from exoskeleton-based vehicles. You carry the same scent as me, Proxy. You must be quite knowledgeable in this field. Did you attend classes properly back in school,
Strictly speaking, I never really went to a typical...
Sounds like a lie.
You two have quite a unique way of talking.
The Defense Force, or rather, Obel Squad's comms channel, also seems to be tuned to a pretty unusual frequency.
Birds of a feather flock together, as they say.
The Proxy wasn't complimenting us, Soldier 11. You dummy.
Being able to tune into both Seeds and Soldier 11's wavelength at the same time. I have to say, you really are something special.
Wavelength? Are Seed and Soldier 11 intelligent constructs too?
Still, winning over these girls might be easy. But as the commanding officer, I have to assess you with the utmost caution. All right, everyone, that's enough chit-chat. Let's not forget, we're still in the middle of a battlefield here. Although we've tracked down the Exaltists' communication outpost, it seems all that's left are supplies they didn't have time to evacuate with. We came up empty on both the location of the Exaltists' main base and the research data you were looking for, Proxy.
The most efficient way to move such a large amount of supplies in a short time would be through spatial fissures. The Exaltists have been operating in Lemnian Hollow for a long time. They must have access to fissure coordinates unknown to the Defense Force, but no one knows the labyrinths of hollows better than Phaethon.
Phaethon's scales are like magic.
Sounds pretty mysterious. Anyway...
I got this. Inside those devices, those are all sacrifices?
Seed, confirm the number of enemies.
Knocking onto hostile targets. Invading corridor. Now we're all clear.
Obel Squad. All enemies eliminated.
The rambling old man is a little seed.
The final sacrifice. How can swirling dust compete with a blazing...
Do all the Exaltists talk like this?
Seed, make him shut.
Foolish!
Hey, Seed Senior.
They've done more than enough harm. Being gentle isn't exactly...
What sets these Exaltists apart from typical villains is their fanatical devotion to the Creator, which often drives them to act. Even if they act in the shadows without rhyme or reason, the miasma remains essential to them.
These so-called fanatics are nothing more than villains who treat ether as a deathless sea if they stay so devoted when confronted with 50 caliber high explosive rounds.
Calm down, Captain Magus. As vile as the Exaltists are, not every member is guilty. In other words, not every Exaltist member deserves to be met with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high energy lasers.
We've hardly caught anyone yet, and you're already defending. I know how to throw around grand quotes too. Like you're awfully sympathetic towards these scumbags. Perhaps because you're one of...
Enough! Captain Magus, I'm pretty sure your remarks have already exceeded the boundaries set by Commander Isolde's temporary protocol for address...
Huh? How come no one...
Don't speak harshly to your squad mates, and don't say anything that kills morale. That's...
I don't consider them a comrade.
Whether we're allies who can rely on each other, or simply partners with our own suspicions, let's...
Wouldn't have it any other way.
There's a critical piece of intel that needs immediate attention. What just these Obscura and the factories that produce...
No, not according to the data from Porcelumex and the intel.
Over 300? Not even the entire Obsidian division could deal with that many.
The entire Obsidian division.
We have to get this information to command immediately.
No, that's not right. Although I did come across there's still no solid evidence to confirm that all Obscura have sacrifices in them. The Obscura devices I saw in Phylum Heights didn't all carry traces of sacrifice. More importantly, creating a creature as powerful as the sacrifices would require an unimaginable amount of ether. There's no way the Exaltists have access to such an immense supply of ether and...
Or they would have destroyed New Eridu
Yeah. Good thing the bad guys we're dealing with...
Hey, did you two completely forget that courage is a soldier's greatest...
Captain, didn't you say that kind of talk is just something generals say to sound impressive?
The proxy has a point. But there's definitely something suspicious about the Obscura and Wi-Fi Peninsula. We need to organize thorough inspections and patrols as soon as possible. Obsidian Division has...
A fanatic's last stand is often the most ferocious. Everyone, stay...
After spending over a decade in the military...
What Captain Magus meant to say was...
That's not what I meant! All in all, the scouting mission was a success. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely out.
The proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger...
Huh? Orphe, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internet behind...
Help!
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with...
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltus base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. All this might... By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the Hollow was top-notch as always. How's working?
I'll have to think about that. I do remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shoot.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough.
She's not the most soft-spoken. But Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me. And her military-grade high-energy laser is definitely reassuring.
All right. Without the proxy support...
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away, and everyone makes nice.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy?
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings...
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy. How many unqualified civilians have you led straight into...
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side. But a lot... And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled...
You...
All right, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde.
Looks like the captain got shut down by coming.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed...
The Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Relax. I'll be with you.
Sir, your guest.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel Squad has already obtained...
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. Ether reactors installed around Waifei Peninsula. No.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity of the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic. This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside me.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Wise.
Welcome to Waifei Peninsula, Ambassador Wise.
I've been in Waifei Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the defense.
Swabian Temple? Ah, Yunquei Sum. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting in...
Wise was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, so...
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunquei Summit had shown up in person, and as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division...
Sir, Wise is only here to assist Obel Squad. All part of the agreement.
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on... Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the Mayor, unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance. So I'm afraid I can't escort Wise to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration. Colonel Isolde, until this operation is over, all of Wise's external communications and movements beyond Phyloom Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the Mayor and Yunquei Summit...
That's an order.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phyloom Heights. So I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest.
Let's go, Mr. Ambassador.
Oh?
Captain, Proxy made
A significant change in pulse. Your face isn't too pale. You look so frail, Proxy. You would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy
Since you already see me as a villain, it's only natural I've learned how to avoid torture.
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy? That kind of thing does...
temporarily restricting the Proxy's movements and...
It means we've got your precious faith and locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling
That's just...
That's terrible!
What a shame. I never thought the legendary Proxy...
On the plus side, at least the legendary Proxy Phaethon was caught by Obel Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary Proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in the file.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you...
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line. We'll wipe out the Exaltists fast.
And then the Proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician... My apologies.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest...
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Waifei Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along.
I never thought you'd show such... Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you?
Once again, Proxy, you have my...
Huh?
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom...
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you? When will you finally understand that as his sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
Alright, you two, enough arguing. I'm just a pitiful, useless captured proxy here, Well, you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking
Save your useless sympathy, First Assistant. Luckily, not even the Hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the...
Which means Wise can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I saw some new data with my eye implant in the hollow. I need you to run some whether or not the military's info checks out. Nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Wise, just like always.
Then leave clearing out the hollow to me and Obel Squad. Just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Wise.
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand... Don't worry. My joy has the large-scale miasma activation.
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full... So far, only Obel Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate... But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit...
Lorenz handed over command of this operation.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have...
Only the mate...
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do.
Orphan, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to...
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time, I'm swift as the wind, fierce as fire. And since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike...
Obel Squad.
Yes, Captain Maggot.
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure we aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division.
Leave it to me. And my reputation is up. I'm counting on all of you, too.
Save it.
What the captain means is...
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert, like a startled bird ready to flee.